Hello. Not only do I collect clothes, I also like to think of myself as kind of an amateur doll collector. I don't have many, but the ones that I do have are very special and treasured. So I am going to take you through the first 3 shelves of my doll collection, which are my absolute favorite. So let's start with the top. Up here we have all of my porcelain dolls. The biggest one, obviously, we have the ballerina Belle. She's got some point shoes. She is very tall. I think she's about 17 or 19 inches. She's a big girl. Then we have this Victorian looking lady wearing the most beautiful green dress and bonnet that I have ever seen. I'm very jealous of her. She's got some cute braided buns. Then we have probably my biggest girl. She is wearing a very cute pink ruffly chiffon-y floral-y garden dress, and she's very beautiful. Her eyes close when you lay her back. Then we have my Storybook dolls. Storybook dolls are a porcelain doll line created in the 30s and very popular in the 40s as well. We have my little princess lady. She is supposed to mimic a sort of medieval princess, I'm guessing, but she just looks very 1920s does medieval to me, and I really love that. And my other Storybook doll, now listen, you might think she's a little busted up, but I personally like dolls that have some character, and she definitely looks like she's been through a lot of character building experiences. I always say she looks like she's dying of consumption, and she's a big inspiration to me. So there we go. Next I have this Madame Alexander doll. She's a little shepherdess. Let's see. She's very round, and I love that. She actually looks like a young child, which is often what porcelain dolls try to imitate, and sometimes they get that very wrong, but not her. She's just very beautiful. She looks like she belongs in the Alps herding sheep and milking goats or whatever. And next I have 4 dolls who I all got together in a little bag at the thrift store. They are meant to be like some Victorian having fun in winter type dolls. All of their dresses are very soft materials. I think these are actually wool or acrylic because they feel very soft and plush and nice. They might be fleece, who knows, but I love how tiny they are. I'm really into tiny little porcelain dolls, and they all have these beautiful intricate outfits for how small they are. Look, she even has little bloomers. That's so cute. We got a blue lady, and then lastly we've got the red girl. She's so cute. And this guy right here, this may look familiar if you've seen this portrait. He is the little boy blue. He's Madame Alexander. He's all fancy. He has a sort of twin sister doll that also is drawn from the sister painting. I have my little perfume bottle here. I thought this went really well. This is Fancy by Jessica Simpson. Smells really good. And probably my prides and joys are these little Georgian lady pin cushion type deal. This one was made in Germany. We've got the big lady and the small lady. I was really looking at these types of porcelain ladies on eBay for quite a while, and they were all pretty expensive, but there's a lot of antique stores in my town, so I just put the thought in my mind that it would be better to find these ladies in person for probably a better deal. And I feel like when you find things in person that you've been looking at for a long time online, it just makes the object more special and meaningful to you to go out and to find something physically, in my opinion. I like her because she has no clothes on. And she was 60% off at the antique store. I believe she was about $27. And this lady, I found her at a designer consignment store. She was about $27 to $30 as well. Okay, moving on to my princesses. Yes, these dolls are, most of them are the Princesses of the World collection. I really adore this collection because I really adore princesses. This lady, she is probably one of my favorites. She is the Princess and the Pea doll. She's very late medieval, early Renaissance inspired. You can tell by how the bodice goes down very low. She's not supposed to be looking corseted or anything. And these little details on the sleeve, the little lace string that wraps around and poofs the sleeve out. If you saw my other videos, you know how I feel about that. She's very beautiful. I love the pink and the green color scheme. It's very fitting, I think. This lady, this blue lady right here, she is the princess of the Danish court. Let me show you these details because it's pretty crazy. She's got earrings. Most of the dolls of the princess line have earrings. She's got a little choker on, very fashionable for the 15 and 1600s, which I believe this doll's costume is trying to imitate. She's got the conical bodice and the collar that was very popular in Denmark and soon made its way to England afterwards, and that's why you see all of the old paintings of the Puritans. They have these big intricate collars. Then we have my Princess of England doll. She is probably one of my favorites. She's got the French hood. The quality of this is very paper-like and it's not the best. Obviously, all of the budget went into making these beautiful sleeves. Look, there's a fitted golden sleeve inside and these big velvet sleeves that go over it. She's got the rope around her waist. Then we have my newest addition to the collection, my Princess of Ancient Greece. The best compliment I have ever gotten in my life is when I went to the antique store and I bought this doll. I brought it up to the counter and the lady there said that she looked like me. And I will never live that down. This is not a Princess of the World Barbie. This is the Secret of the Three Teardrops Barbie. I like her because she is very, very 1760s, 1770s inspired, which is probably my favorite historical period when it comes to the clothing that they wore. Just look at this. The paisley was very popular at this time. They got that down. The quality of clothes on old Barbies is just insane to me, and I don't think new Barbie will ever live up to that ever again. Then we have the final shelf. This lady, are you kidding me? She is the Spain Barbie from the Barbies of the World collection. I think she's supposed to be in a flamenco or salsa costume. She has a little fan in her hair. She has the mantilla, black lace, very beautiful. This Barbie is just exquisite to me because you hardly, almost never, I don't think ever, see Barbies that have sort of this kind of dress. Like, you never see Barbies dressed in this color palette, especially the Barbies of the early 2000s era. Most of them were pink and very preppy, and this Barbie is just, she's just in a whole other league. This is my Princess of the Renaissance Barbie. I love a poofed sleeve, if you couldn't tell. She also has this dark makeup look going on, which again is so rare. I just had to have her. This lady, I think I look the most like this lady. I don't know, rather than this lady, but I'll take the compliment no matter what. She is the Princess of Portugal Barbie. She has a plush velvet skirt and the poof sleeve, and I believe this is supposed to be some gold lacing at her shoulders. It goes around the bust of the dress and the waist as well, and she has the sheared sleeve with these perfect little rope ties as well. This Barbie is the princess of the French court. Just look at her dress. Beautiful. Look at that detailing. Purple throughout sort of the European continent has always been seen as a royal color. So I'm glad that they got to implement that into this Princess of the French Court Barbie. She has a cape and everything. She's just gorgeous. Lastly, she isn't a Princess of the World Barbie. She is a My Fair Valentine Barbie. She takes inspiration from this portrait. She comes with a little Valentine's Day card, very sweet, and she is obviously imitating the 1800s gown look as well. She just looks so much like a cute little shepherdess. Look, she's got a flower in her hair. She's got some really cute blush on as well. She just looks like a cake. She looks edible. I love her.